Hey, Berkley Pro, Darren Gallagher here. Just want to talk to you a little bit this morning about some of the baits we've been catching our fish on beautiful Lake Chickamauga there in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You know, Chickamauga is one of the hottest places on the planet right now, has been for the past few years, a lot of really big fish. But, you know, to talk about our baits, Berkley's been, you know, we've really focused on hard baits the last few years, really wanted to get in that game and be solid in that game. You know, plastics and line and everything else, we're good. And then we had some great hard baits, but we really wanted to, you know, be a player in this game. We started out with, you know, square bill crankbaits and jerk baits and deep divers and all that. And then we got into the topwaters, and we just debuted them at ICAST. And, you know, a lot of talk about them, the guys up there on Chattooga a couple weeks ago, the Bassmaster Elites and everything, catch them on the cane walkers. But I'm going to talk to you about the plopper style baits. This is what we call our Chopo. We offer two sizes of this, a 90 and a 120. It's got our Fusion 19 hooks, really strong, sharp hooks. You know, you're always told most of the time when you buy a bait and you take it out of the package, the first thing you do is change the hooks. You don't have to. I've caught over 200 fish on this bait this week, and you can see it's still sticky sharp. My hooks are sticky sharp. There's nothing, you know, that's a lot of fish to catch on a bait. But the Chopo, like I say, it's a plopper style bait. You can see it looks just like the other brands out there. But what's really unique about ours is, one, it has a great sharp hook. We have super strong split rings, but also this cool little tail. It doesn't have a lot of flex. It gives a little different sound than you've normally heard out of these other ploppers, and I think sometimes that little difference is what matters. So, you know, give these a try. They're hard to find right now, almost impossible. There was some on the market, and then, you know, it's just sold out everywhere. But keep your eyes and ears open. We offer many colors in this bait. Now, as far as rod and reel combo, I throw a 7.5 foot rod with this. I use 50-pound line. I use our new X9 Berkley trilene braid. Great braid. It's super smooth. It's quiet. But I like the 50-pound braid on this. I've thrown these on mono. I've thrown them on lighter braid, but the 50 seems to work better with this bait. So that's one of those things. The Berkley Chopo, if you can find them, try them. Promise you're going to catch a lot of fish on these baits. The other bait, the spin bomb. Really excited about this bait. I had seen it, talked about it, saw some prototypes. It's a pretty cool bait. Pretty unique little minnow shaped bait. You see it's got some propellers on it and a bucktail. There again, I tied this bait on Tuesday afternoon, and I'd never thrown it. You know, I've seen it, and you can see I've got a small fluorocarbon leader. Actually, that's monofilament there, and I'll explain that in a minute. This bait sounds like those fish being chased out there. It's got a really good sound to it. It's been weird this year. Fish come up, chase bait, they disappear, and then they're gone. And it's not like you get a second chance at them. This one has seemed to keep those fish, you know, keep getting those bites in those areas where the fish disappeared. But it's a real subtle bait. I'm throwing this on 30-pound braid, and then I've got a 20-pound monofilament leader connected to it. And the reason I've got that, any walking style baits, I like to use that mono leader. That way your braid will actually, when it gets slack, wrap around the hooks a lot of times. That's where you're throwing a spook type bait, a walking bait, a cane walk, or something like that. And with me twitching this sometimes, and I do it pretty aggressively a lot of times, I don't get that out of these baits. There again, now I'm throwing this on an All-Star, and this rod here is 7 foot. This is my moderate extra fast tip. Got that a Revo X 7:3-to-1 ratio. Really high speed reel, that way I can keep up with the fish. But the reason we throw braid a lot of times too with these type baits, schooling activity, we can throw them a long distance. So great baits. That's both of the baits that you've seen that I've caught a lot of those big fish on this week. Nothing to hide here. I want you to, you know, be able to go out there and catch fish and experience what we do. But the new Berkley topwater baits, that's the spin bomb and the Chopo. So, you know, get out there, try to find some. Man, good luck, good fishing, and just have fun and experiment with your retrieves. It's not all just a really slow. Sometimes you want to put a little pause in there. Sometimes you want to put that little extra twitch. So anyways, don't be scared to experiment. Most of all, have fun. Good luck and good fishing. Hey, I'm Darren. We'll talk to you more. We've got more of these baits that there's so many we can't do in one video. but we'll explain more of the other baits in later videos. Good luck, good fishing.